Good morning, students. Welcome back. Today we are going to revise with our second chapter, components of food. Now, after our revision of first chapter, you all are well aware that what is food. So, food is something which gives us energy to grow, to maintain our body and prevent our body from diseases. So, whichever thing that animals eat or drink for their survival, which will be termed as food. Now, food is very important for our survival. Now, in this chapter, we studied about the various nutrients which are obtained. So, first nutrient, that is carbohydrate. So, how we can say that the carbohydrate is present in any thing that you eat? So, let us see first, when we take any object, any eating material, suppose we have taken over here potato, and on that peeled potato, when you are pouring the iodine solution, it turns blue black into color. That means carbohydrate is present in that food. Next, we studied about test for proteins. That means second nutrient of our food, that is protein. Any food item which contains protein, when added copper sulfate solution and caustic soda to it, will turn violet color, and so it shows the presence of protein in that food item. Next, we studied the test for fats. Now, we all know that fats and oils both are same, but these fats are solid in state at room temperature. So, when we take any material, any food item which contains fat, it will leave the paper translucent. It will leave some marks on the paper, proving that the food item contains fats. Next, carbohydrates. Let us see about carbohydrates. We saw that there are three main carbohydrates. The three main provide energy carbohydrates, that is glucose, sugar and starch. There are the three main types of carbohydrates, and we get carbohydrate from wheat, maize, rice. That means any food item which is sweeter in taste it will contain carbohydrates. Next, we studied about fats. Now, fats, we saw that there are two sources of fats, that is plant fat and animal fat. Now, plant fat, that means oil, which we are getting from various plant sources, and animal fat, that means the second source of food, that is animals. So, it is obtained from ghee, cheese, egg, meat, etc., and other such things. Next are the proteins. Now, proteins, they are very important for the growth and repair of our body. The food items which are rich in proteins, they are also termed as bodybuilding food. And over here, we have discussed about various examples of protein containing food, that is milk, cheese, pulses, peas, beans, etc. The next nutrient we studied about was vitamins. Now, vitamins, they are very necessary for our body, and we saw that there are various types of vitamins, and mainly they are categorized into two types, that is fat soluble and water soluble vitamins. Now, let us see the various types of vitamins and the importance. That is, revise it again. Vitamin A, that is important for eyesight, good hair. Now, sometimes you can be asked as a question that which vitamin is very necessary for eyesight and good hair. So the answer will be vitamin A, or else you can also be asked in such a manner that eggs, meat and potato are rich in which vitamin? So the answer is our vitamin B. Like that, vitamin C, it is important for our teeth, gums, joints and prevent us from diseases. And whichever are the sour tasting food which contains citric acid, they are very rich in vitamin C. Next is vitamin D. Vitamin D, that is important for our growth of bones and teeth. And the milk, fish, eggs, butter are the sources of vitamin D. But the main source of vitamin D, do not forget students, is the sunlight. So it is important that we take the sunlight in the morning time. It is very rich source of vitamin D. Next vitamin is vitamin K, that helps in blood clotting. And the sources of vitamin K are spinach, capsicum, and other green leafy vegetables. Further, we studied about minerals. Now, minerals, they are very important for various things, like for our bones, for our teeth, for various metabolic processes, for our skin, and the functioning of the nerves. Now, we have already learned about what are metabolic processes. So, metabolic process, any process which is going on in our body, like the digestive process or respiratory process, will be termed as metabolic process. Now, for all these metabolic processes, we all require energy. And so to maintain the metabolic processes, the minerals are very necessary. And over here we have the sources of various minerals, that is spinach, fish, poultry, beans, pulses, etc. Next is roughage. Now roughage, what do you mean by roughage? One mark question. So roughage is the indigestible portion of food which is obtained from plants. Now roughage, it is necessary for our body, as it helps us to get rid of indigestible food material. That means whatever food material which is not digested by our body is thrown out of the body with the help of roughage, and it does not provide any nutrients. So the main sources of roughage are fruits and vegetables. Last but not the least, water. Water is very important for our body. Now the question can be asked to you that why water is important, or what is the function of water. So water helps in transportation of nutrients to every cell of the body. Second, water also helps in removal of waste material from body in form of sweat and urine. Now water is very important for us. It also helps to maintain our body temperature. Now next thing we learned about what is balanced diet. Over here we are again going to define that what do you mean by balanced diet. So the diet which contains proper amount of nutrients along with roughage and water will be termed as our balanced diet. So balanced diet is very important for our body. Now, if we are not taking balanced diet, then what can happen that it will lead to certain deficiency diseases. And the disease which are caused due to lack of nutrients for a longer run or for a longer period of time will be termed as deficiency diseases. Now, we studied about various deficiency disease. Vitamin A deficiency disease, that is loss of vision. Vitamin B1 deficiency disease caused is beriberi. Vitamin C causes scurvy. Vitamin D causes rickets. Calcium, it causes bone and tooth decay. Iodine leads to goiter, and iron deficiency leads to anemia. Now these all are the various symptoms of various deficiency disease which are caused due to vitamin and mineral deficiency. So it is very important for us to take a balanced diet. Over here we are completing with the revision of our second chapter. I hope you all